B52s, Private Idaho. Alright, let's jam through all these different sections here, and then afterwards I'll go back through, give you all the details with the walkthrough. Do me a favor, hit the subscription button, help out the channel, that'd be really cool, and let's dive on in. So we have this intro riff to start, and this will happen again. You can call it the intro, you can call it the pre-verse, because it kind of kicks in just before the each verse happens there. All right, and it's going to start here with this little scale up on the E string, and then we're just going to go back and forth between some 3 and 5 and open on the B string here. All right, so we're going to start by just doing a quick couple opens on the E, and then go couple 3s to 5. Alright, and then we drop down and we're going to hit 3 on the B, hold it a moment, and then hit a 5. Alright, and immediately after hitting that 5 on the B, we're going to come back up and we're going to go open, couple 3s to 5 again. Alright, and then similarly, we'll come back down. But now we're going to do a really quick 1, 2, 3. We go open B, then 3, then 5. Okay. So just kind of like some timing variant things that happen here, but it's all more or less the same notes. All right, and we'll go through this whole thing twice, okay? And then we would get more into the verse pattern, which is kind of close. So I'll do this slowly for you here. So it's just a matter of getting the timing down on it, and then you just want to kick up the tempo on it. Alright, and getting into the verse, like I said, kind of close to the intro there, but we just kind of switch around the notes a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do a couple opens on the E, a couple 3s to the 5. Alright, but now for the verse pattern, we're just going to drop down and we're going to hit a 4 on the G. Alright, just hit it, kind of cut it. Just kind of a short staccato little note there. And then we come back up, hit our couple opens, couple 3s, and a 5. Alright, and then we just switch this part up by just doing 2 of those 4s. Just short and sweet. Alright, so just kind of a fun little funky thing. And we go through this whole thing twice. Right after the intro, and then once the verse vocals come in, it goes through it about 7.5 times. And I say 7.5 because after we do that first bit, alright, on that's basically a half there, okay, and then we would get into the next section. So it kind of ends on a odd amount. So I'll do a whole thing slow for you here. Okay, that's all there is to it, and you just get the tempo right on it. Okay, in the pre-chorus section here, we get into this Out of Limits riff. Just drop down here, we're going to be 5 on the B, and we're just going to go between that. We go 5B, and we go 3, E, 4, back to 3. Okay, and we're just going to crank that out, you know, a couple times per measure, and do that whole thing about 4 times. Okay, so slowly. Alright, and then just get the tempo right. Alright, and once we get into the chorus, there's, you know, 2 guitar parts you can do here. The main guitar part is we're kind of just syncopated with what the vocal's doing here, and it's just going to be mostly, you know, open B, 3 and 5 here on the B, and then we'll scale it down a little bit. So initially you want to do something like this, where we're going to be on the 5 of the B. We just do a quick 5, open, 5, 3, 5. Okay, just something like that. And then we just cut it, rest briefly. And then we come back and we do a couple 5s, couple 3s, back to 5. Okay. And after that section, we do this little bit of a scale down, where we go a couple 5s, couple 3s, couple opens, and then do a couple of 2s on the G. So it's something like. Alright. And then essentially you can just go through that whole thing we just did twice. Alright. And at the very end, we just come up and we start wailing away on some 5s. Okay, just do about 8 of them. Okay, and then just cut it, and then just do 2 real staccato open Bs. Like that. Alright, so let's just try it slowly here. Alright, and just get the tempo right. Alright, and if you just wanted to do chords for the chorus, you could just do something like this. It's just kind of some open power chords here. Start with that open E. Okay, open E, second on A. Okay, move it to the G5, so 3E, 5A. Okay, do a open A. Okay, open A, second on the D. Alright, and then just split the last measure. Do a couple counts with that open A again, and then shift it to a B5, second on the A, 4 on the D for a couple counts. Alright, and you would just repeat that 4 times. Okay, and we get these interlude sections that happen after the choruses here, and it's just kind of some, you know, surfy wailing away on the E string here. We're just kind of scaling up and coming back down. Just do, you know, eighth notes. Do about 4 open E's, 4 3s on the E, 4 5s, back to 4 3s. Alright, and then just repeat that whole thing 4 times. Alright, and there's a little alteration that happens at the last chorus. You know, we still do our same style here, kind of following the vocal. Last chorus, there isn't really that chorus vocal going, they're just kind of freestyling a bit, but it's still that same riff. Alright, and we go through that twice, but then we add this new little bit where we're just going to go 3-5 on the B, go 3-5, 3-5, 3-5, and then just do a couple of open staccato open B notes here. So it's okay, something like that. Alright, and you would do that 4 times. Alright, so let's just try it all together here. All right, in the ending, we're just kind of jumping up between a couple of chords here. Do a G5 here, okay, 3E, 5A, and you just bring that up 2 frets for the A5, all right, 5E, 7A. All right, and the second part of this, just take what you did there and do the inverse. Okay, do the A5 and then go to G5. All right, and just repeat that. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.